said the best thing about it is it's paid off.
Apparently, Ohio is unaware that it is springtime, and it is going to be 29 degrees tonight. She wouldn't put it down. I'm weak, so kill me. Oh, you can see my breath. I don't like that. Heck yeah. That looks awesome.
Alright, pulling out of Alum Creek after 11 or 12 nights.
Were we really there that long?
We were here 12 nights in 2 different spots, but
Yeah, but still that long.
we were here 12 nights. I really like this place. I always will. So
I definitely like the other half better though.
we're coming back in a handful of weeks, and we have a waterfront site.
Yeah,
So
that's the half I like
that
better.
is going to be cool. We have a waterfront site that actually backs to the water, so we will be able to literally walk out of the camper right to the back of the trailer and just fish or whatever we want.
Carly's gonna have a view of the lake from her bedroom.
Yeah, Carly will, because the back window. And then sunsets and sunrises right on the this campsite.
Coffee right by the lake, sunsets, coffee too.
And to the wonderful, nice gentleman that I just met at the dump station. I love dump station conversations. They're always interesting. But the nice gentleman is 88 years old, still traveling, and has been to every state. Well, he said every state in the union, but he's 88 years old. So I don't know what he meant.
I think everybody else will.
Very nice guy.
We do not condone that, by the way.
Very nice guy. He had a 12-year-old motorhome that looked like it was 6 months old. So,
Excuse me, sir. Can you not try to get out the car?
bravo to that guy for taking care of his RV, because man, that thing looked brand new.
Most people can't keep theirs for 12 months.
He's had his for 12 years, and he said the best thing about it is it's paid off.
Did he really?
That's exactly what he said. So the best thing about it is it's paid off.
We are all set up here at Delaware State Park. Got in here, got all set up. Pretty big site. Got the other car, but we've got the trailer all plugged into 50 amp. It's just electric only, unfortunately, but pretty big site. And typical Monday fashion, nobody's here. But yeah, it was good. Easy drive from Alum Creek over here. It's Delaware. It's a little muddy still from all the rain, but you can see how big the site is. And check this out. Brand new picnic table. Not bad. So yeah, got everything set up, backed in. I'm sure y'all like the one take back in. It's so easy. I just pulled straight forwards and backed right in. Everything's all set up here, ready to rock. And we got some friends coming over in a couple days. We're gonna do some barbecuing. Hopefully the weather's gonna be nice. It's not great, and it's pretty cold, so oh well. Okay, so for the second time we've run out of propane in the middle of the night, because Ohio can't decide that it's spring. So we are at Tractor Supply.
No, it's decided it's not spring. This is problem.
Apparently, Ohio is unaware that it is springtime, and it is going to be 29 degrees tonight. So we're going to get a solution. We have a better solution for this that will be a lot easier to deal with. Okay, we got the propane tank. This is why Carly doesn't go shopping. Carly, what'd
She's
you
like,
get?
what?
Hey, what's in your hand? What's in your hand?
Your hand.
Another stuffed animal?
That grin is a grin of a win.
She wouldn't put it down. I'm weak, so kill me. So I got really tired of filling propane tanks every 10 minutes. We had these two obviously to start with. We ended up getting a second one, but we actually ran out of propane twice, even having the spare. So we bought a 40 pounder.
How long have we been doing this now?
And we also got an extension hose. I'm going to show you how we're going to set this up to be able to just run the 40 pounder, and then we can just put the tanks right next to the trailer and we can just refill it super easy without having to take the cover off, take the tanks off, nothing of it. We just unplug it and it's done. Okay, so I've got the original propane tanks on and those are back on here. I'm going to leave these closed and then I'm going to put the little extension in and we'll get the other tank set up. But yeah, this thing's cool. It's literally just got the adapter that would be on the propane. It actually has a gauge on it too. So you can see, this was Amazon like 20 bucks. So we're gonna put this in here like this and then plug it into the gas line that would have originally been just for the propane tank. So like this. So that line is still there. Nothing's changed. But we're adding an extension so we can put a tank down on the ground and not have to take this off all the time. So that's nice and tight. We're gonna leave both of these closed. And then this little dude is gonna stick out down there. Like that. Ooh, I should have put that behind that. I can just tuck it in here when we're moving. That way it doesn't have to be all loose or something. But there we go. Okay, sweet. So that's done. So then that will sit down there. And then, yeah, see? So this has, I really want that to be upside right though. It's flipped. See?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so now we've got a gas line right there and got our gauge. This tank's gonna stay disconnected. We'll put our cover back on. Pro tip, make sure that this is not facing like this because the wind will rip it off. Facing backwards. Oh, also make sure your propane selector is correct. Sweet. It's totally gonna work. So then these tanks that are easy to fill and grab without taking that off are gonna sit here. And then here's my propane line. Plug it in. There we go. Plug it in. There. Now we don't have to take the propane tank cover off
There you go.
to fill it. And we can close this. Then when we travel, we can just tuck that up in the cover and use like a grip tie.
Yeah.
And then we've got our gauge. There we go. Done. Now, it's not a 30-minute process. It takes 10 seconds to grab a tank.
The video time says like 3:28, so it takes like 4 minutes.
It's fine.
No,
Well,
that's what I'm just saying.
but-
It's not 30 minutes.
But to refill the tank is so easy. And then if you end up having to run out, you can grab this and take it to a gas station
That's
and
what I'm
swap
saying
it.
is it's not like an issue anymore of having like 30 minutes to deal with it.
And then we picked up this 40-pound tank.
It's huge.
Grab that. Pull it off.
I can't.
Just right there.
Oh, I can't. There.
Now we got that, and we had that filled. It holds like 9 gallons of propane, whereas the 20 pounders hold about 4.2, 4.5. This holds 9 something, so it's double. It's double, obviously, but that's that. Nice, easy fix. Now, because we're gonna end up back in Ohio some, at least for Christmas sometimes, and holidays, and cold weather, and maybe spring and fall sometimes. And now we can just have a tank and just swap it. Or fill it super easily.
Ohio's not the only cold state.
Yeah, but
One of the coldest, but not
that's an easy fix.
not the only one.
This is an easy fix, and I like this. Good morning, everybody. So it's about 7:30 in the morning, and Saturday. But because of the weather, it's been raining nonstop. There's not a whole bunch of people here. There's one guy down there, but. We are going to do another episode of Cooking with Chris, I guess. So, we've got the Traeger all cleaned up, and I've got to scrape those, and then fill it with pellets, and we are going to be cooking pulled pork. So, we've got about a 7.5 pound bone-in pork butt. So, we're going to be smoking this for probably 10 or 12 hours today. So, and get it all nice and tasty for this evening's dinner. We have some friends coming over, some family members, so we're gonna cook up something nice. But let's get this on the grill. Alrighty, so Traeger's firing up. We got it all put back together, all clean, full of some applewood smoking pellets, and got our grease catch on there on our table. The weather doesn't look great today, so I'm actually going to set up our clam over top of it, so if it rains, it doesn't kill the Traeger. I really don't want to hurt this thing. So we're gonna get that set up here, but getting it all fired up. Oh, you can see my breath. I don't like that. So we're gonna get this all fired up here, get it up to temperature about 225, and get this pork butt on there. But we'll set up the clam now, just in case. Alright, so all set up, like a minute and a half. If you don't have a clam, buy a clam. I guess we're going to call this the smokehouse because it's quite smoky in here. But got it up to 150 already, just while I was putting the clam together. So, getting it good. Getting the pork butt ready now and put that on. And then get it on the grill for a good 10 hours. Have some beautiful pulled pork when we're done. And it is kind of misting right now, so it's a good thing I put the clam up, just in case. I don't want to ruin the Traeger. So, but yeah, let's get this pork butt on now. Alrighty, everybody. So, got the grill all up to temp. We are at 225 exactly. Gotta love Traegers. They hold temp really well. So we've got our pork butt here, and we're gonna get it all seasoned up with some just barbecue seasoning and seasoning salt. So, I really want to try Meat Church and Bearded Butcher's seasonings, but I haven't gotten any yet, so this will work for now. But, yep, get her all seasoned up. Alrighty, so got it all on the grill, got the temp probe in. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna taste real good. So got it all in the clam here to protect the Traeger. It is like, I don't know, like light misting outside. It's not raining, but I really don't want to get this wet, so the clam is a good call. I really don't like that I can see my breath. It's almost May. I'm really not okay with this, Ohio, but I'm gonna do 235 for a little while to get it up to temp, and then we'll cook it down at like 220 for hours and hours and hours. We're gonna wrap it once it gets to about 160 degrees, probably 6 or 7 hours in. So it'll be a little while, but we're gonna have some tasty dinner later. And then we have leftovers for pulled pork tacos, and we use it on pizza and just sandwiches, and it's good. So yeah, there she is. Alrighty, well, welcome back to Cooking with Chris. It's been about 3 hours, and let's check, see how we're doing. Oh yes, that is looking fantastic. We got another box over there. Wow, that looks great. Heck yeah. They're all closed back up there. Make sure we're still good. Yep. That looks fantastic. So we will give it another couple hours. I got to get it to about 160 degrees. It's at 100 right now. So 160, we'll wrap it, put some butter in it, and then let that cook for hours and hours until we get to about 200 to 205 is the target temp. So, and then it'll be able to pull it and make it nice and tasty. So, barbecue pitmaster Chris, I don't know that I'd call myself that, but
let's not call yourself that yet.
We're at 165, which is time to wrap. Look at this. Heck yeah, that looks awesome. It's already getting tender. Now we're gonna wrap it and let it cook for another 3 or 4 hours. This is out, well, put it on at 4.5 hours in. That's looking really good. So we're gonna get some foil and wrap this thing. We're gonna wrap this to keep in some of that moisture. Now that we've got a good bark on it, it's looking good. Ooh, smoking hot. Woo! All right, so we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. 5 hours in. 5 hours in. Wrap her up. A couple layers of foil on it. Gotta make sure to keep the temperature up here. Put it back in for another 5 hours. All wrapped up for dinner tonight. Perfect. Good. Set it back down. That's already tender. It's already tender. That fat start rendering down. We're at 165, that's perfect. Damn, it's smoke in my eyes. So I've also refilled my hopper. I almost ran out, so don't want that. But yeah, it's looking really good. So now it's wrapped up. We're gonna let it go for another 5 hours. It's been 5.5 hours already. We got up to temperature, but we need to get it tender now. So we're gonna set this down to 210 instead of the 230 that we were at. So, all right, so we are up to temp, just around 205. Pull it off here, and oh yeah, nice and tender. So we're gonna see how this did after 10 hours of cooking. All right. Let's see what 10 hours. Let's see what 10 hours does. Oh. Nice. Look at that. That looks good. That looks real good. Heck yeah. Put some barbecue sauce and some buns. Nice. That looks fantastic. Alrighty everybody, so I hope you liked that video of us hanging out with some friends and doing all sorts of fun stuff at Delaware State Park. It is late and dark. We just hung out around the campfire and
just talked, had some fun. That was Lauren's brother Josh and girlfriend Ashley. So hope to have them come and actually camp with us in the future. But they were going to tonight, but ended up not being able to. So, but yeah, I hope you had hope you enjoyed that video. We'll see you later.